I am Madre, and I want to show you how it's possible for you to sleep up to 7 hours a night with your baby, your 0 to 3 months old baby. Okay, I have been working over 20 years with kids, and I have lots of experience with children from 0 to 5 years old. And I would like to put it here. It's much easier when you have a routine on your life and when you have everything in control. So let's talk about this today. Let's try to deliver this today. Okay. Last time I could count. I have helped like 124 individual baby or child with my method. So the sleeping routine technique. When I think back there, all families I helped and all good things we lived together. All this reminds, the day I was doing this counting, it really gave me a very good feeling. I have not how to tell you how good it was, because when you're thinking about how moms feel not taking control of this part of this routine, it's so hard. But let me go back on time, and I think I'm gonna tell you something. I got this lovely girl, which she was 6 days old when I was doing this concert. Really, I got this remind. She was one of my first charts here in London, and I sent to her another day happy birthday wishes. It was her birthday, and guess what? It was her 20th birthday. I'm like, wow, time flies. She's 20 years old now, and I'm very happy with that. And it's really good. It's a good feeling, and it's so good to see the way she developed, the way the parents brought her up, and everything they have done as well, because it's about working all together. It's not just about me, it's about the parents, and we work all together. That's really make a difference on this kid's life. And I miss very much every single one, and it's really good. It's a good feeling, and I think that's what's important. Why I'm saying that to you, I believe through all those years helping these families, which I just told you this example, I see so many parents struggling, and it's so simple when you apply a proper technique, when you apply a routine to your child life. And I do have 2 single steps, for you to do that, to develop this habit, this routine with your baby, to make that easy for you and easy for your child, which is very, very important. Now, I want you to pay attention here, because it's very important. If you're not interested on getting your baby sleeping for 7 hours, this is not for you. And it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I respect your wishes. But I'm here to try to show you we have a technique which is going to help you a lot. And if you're willing to have your 0 to 3 months baby sleeping well and reaching 7 hours of continuous sleep by the time this is 3 months, then this is going to work for you. Just a second. It's pretty dry here, sorry. And talking about routine, Let me give you a good example. Routine, it's part of a daily life. So I did work for family. They were Spanish, and on this family, they had 3 boys. The age difference between them were very short, a little bit over a year from each other. She had 3 boys, and she called me on the second week after the new arrival born. She called me to get him in a routine. Soon as I arrived there, I realized, because I slept there on the first night, and I have a look. Every family which I work for, I have a look on what is the necessity. And I realized it wasn't the baby. Baby need to be organized, but the biggest issue on the house was the other 2 boys. So I spoke to her next morning, and I told her, listen, Mom, we have to sort it out, the routine for the other 2. And when we finish that, we're going to go for the little one. Is that okay? Because you need to have this agreement. Huh? So the mom said, oh, yes, no, I agree totally. I separate the kids. I started to put my technique on place with those 2 oldest ones, because they were like 2 years and a bit and 1 year and a bit, 2 years and 2 months, 1 year and 1 month, and the newborn. They were very close, like I said. And I started to develop for them, because every child is different. No one is the same. I watched them out, so I realized what were their needs, and then I start to write down everything they did by the day, because everything you do by the day, it reflects on your night. So I did a plan for them, and I put everything on certain times, time for sleeping after lunch, time to have a snack. You can't give a snack for 2 years old at 5 o'clock and go and feed that same child at 7. And then we did organize the whole life for these little ones, these 2. And soon it was like the 3rd or 4th day, they 2 were okay. They start to get settled inside of the routine. And the thing is, I settle them up, put them to sleep. They start to sleep all night through. It was a bit difficult for 2nd, 3rd day. After that, they settle. They start to sleep long hours, the whole night actually. And then I went back to the newborn. Then I started with the newborn. Soon, the newborn was 1 week before 2 months. I was doing the maternity nurse there, and the newborn were sleeping, applying the techniques and the whole timing and everything. The newborn was sleeping all night too. I mean, he was sleeping 7 hours a night, straight, continuously. So it was very rewarding. So by that time, which I was supposed to stay very short period there, the mom invited me to work for the family and stick with the boys. And so I worked there as a nanny for the family for a couple of years. And it was a very, very nice family, which I really enjoyed. And now they moved away from London, actually. And I have contact with them as well. It's very rewarding, because I knew my technique did work very well for the family. And she wanted me around there to keep going, because then you have to treat your child after the 3 months. It comes the other months, which we have to have plans for that as well. And everything worked wonders. It was very nice. Everyone were very happy by the time being. And it was very nice, very nice. But on the other hand, I want to tell you another thing. But another time, which had been a long time ago as well. I know of that because I was doing discounting, and then I remember these cases. I have another mom. She had this newborn baby, and the baby, she breastfed the baby on the 1st month. She had a maternity nurse at home with her, and she breastfed the baby for the 1st month. What happened at the 2nd month, she decided not to breastfeed anymore. But as you know, a newborn, you breastfeed in the 1st month as a free demand. Free demand is anytime baby wants to have his feed, you can offer the breast for the baby. So a little rule apply there, because you can't feed the baby every 15 minutes, every hour. You have to give a little gap of 2 hours between each feed. That's what we call free demand on breastfeeding. What she did was, because the maternity nurse at that time, she worked just night shift. So she used to work 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. And then she decided to give the bottle for the baby. As she didn't know at the time, because she had no one there, she had some stuff in the house, yes, but no one to tell her how to feed the baby, the bottle, the formula actually, she started to feed that baby wrong. She started to, every time baby did any noise or baby started to cry, she thought baby was hungry. She started to feed that baby many times a day, and the baby was all over the place. The routine or nothing was on place there. No time to feed, no time to sleep, no time for naps. And then someone told her about me. She called me. I went there to see her. When I went there, I was like, wow, I think we really need a routine. I spent the day with her. I saw what she was doing, and I spent the night to see what the maternity nurse doing as well. And then we agreed we had to set a routine. I spoke to her about having time. When you bottle feed your baby, you have to have a time. For the first month, you have to have 3 hours gap between each feed. And then she didn't give these gaps. And of course, the baby never finished the bottle, but the baby was very stressed because baby couldn't sleep properly, because sometimes baby, they do cry because they're tired. It's a thing, oh, I don't know, it's my first baby. It's okay. It's okay not knowing. But if you use the technique I have and everything to follow, all steps which I give you, you're going to find when it's time for baby to have a little nap, when time for baby to have a rest, to go to his naps, when it's time for baby to have bottle or breastfeed or anything you're using. So, and we're going to know about, you're going to start to understand what routine means. And so we start to put a plan, and then the baby took a couple of days to settle. It was a very nice baby. She was a girl, and very sweet girl. And she started to follow. I showed her how to do the daytime, and she started. And so at night time, I was helping this maternity nurse as well, because if your baby doesn't have a good routine at the daytime, the baby not gonna have a good night time. It's a reality. We can't change that. If you feed your baby very well by the day, night time you're gonna have a little more stretch on the feeding, and then you're gonna have more time. So it worked very good for that baby as well. The whole technique went very smoothly, and mommy, baby, everyone were very happy there. What I want you to understand on this thing is, if you take a note what's happening to your baby, it's a good step for you to understand the pattern or the signals your baby is giving to you. You have to find out what is wrong, what's right. Maybe baby have colics. Of course, some babies, they do have more colics than the other ones. Some babies don't even get colics. They pass this time without nothing. And moms need to sleep. That mom, which I was telling you the story, she was kind of depressed because she couldn't find her way to sleep. She didn't sleep at daytime, she didn't sleep at night time. So if you have a routine, what's going to happen? You're going to sleep. And that's why I'm here. That's why I want to teach you this. A routine leads you a time. It's really give you a time. And then you're going to be very happy, and you're going to sleep. Everyone's going to be very calm, and so on. And saying all of this, some moms says to me, like, as well, they say to me, not having time to apply the routine. Okay. Well, if you don't have time to apply the routine, you're not going to have time for nothing. So if you apply a routine, it's going to buy you time. Simple like this. If you have a routine for every single thing with your baby, it's really going to save you lots of time. You're going to have your time to have your friends you can have. If your baby, example, let me give you another example to you. My routine works like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's the daily routine. A night routine, it's from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Of course, we're not going to wake up baby at 7 a.m. But you have a little bit, you can delay that a little bit, or you can push that. It's okay. Babies, they don't have a alarm clock, okay? Normally later on, they're going to have at this timing, I'm going to wake up at that time. They start waking up every day at the same time. Roughly, we have this timing for the babies, 7 o'clock. If you go to bed if your baby goes to bed at 7 o'clock, how it's going to buy time to you? From 7 to 10 or 11 o'clock at night when you go to bed, you have all this time to do your stuff. You can have your bath, you can have friends at home, you can cook dinner for your husband, you can help your older kids if you have older kids with homeworks, anything. You can have lots of time. Tell me about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 4 hours to do lots of things. You can go out and watch a movie with your husband or with your friends. So if you tell me, oh, I don't have time to do this routine, you're wrong. If you do the routine, you're going to have lots of time for yourself and for your family as well. Just a second. But if you don't follow the routine, you're going to have a hard time. Sleepless nights. You're going to have bad cycle with pressure on the daily basis. Like I told you in the old story, the mama was really depressed because she didn't have a chance to sleep. We need our sleep. Sleep is very important. So if you want to have time and if you want to have a very calm and nice, a routine in the whole house, have a good time with your kids, you have lots of time. Can you imagine you have that certain time every day for your baby to go to sleep after lunch? You could rest, you could do your work, because people, they need to work. I have another family who called me because the mom needs to work from home because she was a businesswoman. She couldn't stop working, even on this early stage, 0 to 3, and she needs some help because the baby were all the time on her arms. So babies, when they're born, actually on these first 3 months, they need lots of attention. They want to be with you all the time. Of course, they've been inside you, they've been in your tummy for all this time. So I was there to plan how she's gonna move a little bit her routine, her stuff, to have more time, a little time, lots of time in the day, so she can work a little bit of time. Of course, she's not going to work like 5-6 hours in the morning because the baby needs attention and she wants to take care of her little one. And then if you put the routine in place, if you know what time your baby's waking, and then you feed your baby, you burp your baby, you put your baby to do something. Because when they're too young, they stay very little awake. First month, actually, baby sleeps almost all the time. It's very normal. Lots of people think it's not normal. First month, baby going to sleep lots. So don't worry about that. That's very normal. But that mom, actually, she did so nicely. She followed the whole routine step by step. Her baby was really amazing. Baby was like, this clock. He was timing, ting, 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 ting. It was unbelievable because she was very, very aware of what she wants and she needs. It really depends on your needs. And she knew if she does that, she will achieve a good routine. And then she really applied the home method. So it was very nice. I was very happy with her. And she did that like, okay, we have to do, we're going to do. Let's do it. Show me how to do it. I will do it. And then that's why I want you to understand, when you want something or you need something, really need it, it's like, let's do it. We can't wait, isn't it? Yes, that was a good, very good, a good thing. That's why I think a good routine gives you lots of time, and you 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 have time to do all the things you have to do, even if you don't work out, or if you don't have to go to work on this beginning. But then you have time to do lots of things for yourself. It's very important. And I want you, on the daily basis, if you want to start to understand your baby, what you have to do is start to writing a diary for your baby. Start to paying attention to the signals your baby is giving you. So you're going to start to understand the pattern, because everyone is different. Every baby is different. But they're very similar, but they're very different at the same way, because the similarity is they gonna have to feeding, they're gonna do poo-poo, they're gonna do wee-wee, they're gonna do all the things all together. It's all the same, never change. But they have timings, different timings. We can push a little bit or we can pull a little bit. But pay attention to these details on your child, on your newborn. Write down what time normally baby wakes, what time normally baby goes to bed. So you're going to start to understand. Take these hours, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. to see what's going on the daily basis. How long your baby naps. How long takes your baby to fall to sleep on the nap time. It's good to have an idea, about this. You're going to reckon, because it's very hard to keep everything in mind. Even if you have just one baby, it's too much information for the mom. And even if you have a nanny, or if you have someone helping you from the family, ask for the person to do their diary, so you're going to know, and you're going to start to learn from your baby the timing and how long he sleeps. And everybody laughs, because always I say he, because I have so many grandkids, boys, all boys, just one girl. And then that's always I say he. That's so funny. But do that. Try to do that. And some moms as well ask about apps to record the timing with the breastfeeding or the bottle feeding. They have lovely apps as well, very good ones. Do your search. The one I always talk about, it's the Baby Plus, which I really like it. You can have a look there. But it's that the one I really, really use, and I always say to the moms. So I have to tell you something. I'm going to run a webinar next month in September 16 and 17, which will be totally free and online. If you have a newborn, why not online? It's going to help you a lot, isn't it? And there I will tell you more and more about routines, because on those lives we don't have that much time. And I will be running that. I want to tell you more things. I want to really go deeper and deeper, and then we can have a longer conversation there. You can do your questions as well. And if you have any question, or if you have any doubts about anything, you're worried about something, just do a DM to me. I will answer you. I have my team who helps me always, but I'm the one who answers every single question there. Be free to do that anytime you want. You can contact me, okay? It was very nice to be here with you tonight. I hope you will have a wonderful time with your babies.